All right, welcome class. This is Tom Gailey, and we are at Business 115, Introduction to Business. Welcome. This is the special summer 2021 course. What I'd like to do with this video is walk you through some of the instructions, the D2L and the Sen gauge. So pay attention here. Welcome to class. We're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be very interesting. There's plenty of work to do. It's a short 10-week course. As I say, I'm going to run through things pretty quick here. If I go too fast, you can always replay the video and stop it when you need to. So this is the course, and this is what it looks like when you get here. I'm actually going to impersonate a student so that you can see the same thing that I see. So that takes a minute here. So here's the course. The first thing you do is look at the top bar. Of course, many of you are familiar with D2L. Here's course material, activities, and progress. Those are the big things that you're going to look for. First thing is content tab, where you find all the different content. That's me down here. And the best place to start is getting started. A little bit about me there. Here's the syllabus. Pull that down, look at it. Here's a course schedule. It's the same schedule that's in the syllabus. It goes week by week and tells you what's going on. A lot of other guides tell you what's going on. Next thing that you want to do is make sure that you go to this textbook link. And it's the textbook that we are working with is called OpenStax. It's an open resource. You'll like the price. I think it's $30 for the whole thing, even the companion material, which is Sen Gauge Open Now, which uses the textbook for the questions. You can use Access Open Now here or the full text. I'll do that in a second. I'll get to that in a minute. But I'm giving you a tour of D2L first, and we're going down this course material content tab. Table of contents has everything, but here's the major topics. Next, here is the textbook link, and you can see the textbook here. The registration guides are all here. So there's a lot of stuff there. If you have problems getting registered or signed up or something, send me an email. We'll work it out. The next thing that you're going to see after you're in the textbook and looking at some stuff, take a look at the homework assignments. Here is one of them about a company that you're looking at. Here's a little bit of LinkedIn profile and resume. And then we're going to start with a business plan outline. Basically, the rest of these assignments are going to be about business plan, where at the end you will put a final business plan together. We'll talk more about that as it goes, but you're going to run through and just do little pieces of it. First, you put together a kind of an outline, and then you would do a bit of a financial rough draft, talk about who your management is, how the business is run, how you're going to market the thing, and in the week 8 of 10, we'll go and refine the financial outlook and then put it all together here. So that's basically what the homework assignments are. There's reminders in each one of those there. I know I'm bouncing around. You take a look at week 1. I've got a lot of instructions in the beginning because it's your first week and you're looking through all of these. There are various links. Like I said, you can already have looked at the syllabus. It should link you directly there. Here's your discussion question. We'll talk about that in a second. Here's that homework I mentioned. Here's a little introduction and stuff like that. So in week 1, you're going to have a textbook. I have 2 types of textbook links here. I'll show you those in a second, but it's a preference whether you want to do that. First thing you're going to do is, after you've read the textbook and studied some of the concepts, go to concept check and look at those. Now what you're going to see is each one of these, let's follow this. Let's say that I'm already into concept 1.7. So it's part 7 of chapter 1. And give it a second. This is going to load up the content. And we'll show you a little test. Concept check is a 3-question test on the individual section that you just studied. And you're going to say, what is this? Closely technology changes and innovators, not developments. We're going to take that test. I'm going to pick one here, product changes, types of structure, and I am thinking it's perfect competition. We save the answer. We go through all that. I'm not going to do that right now. Once you're done, you submit. It's self-explanatory. Okay, back to week 1. That was a concept check. There's kind of a lot of concept checks here. I apologize for that. That's one of the problems, is that each chapter has, here's 8 different little 3-question things. when you're done with that, go into the module quiz. You load up Cengage. You kind of do this each time. It's easier for me to just knock the thing out once I'm done. But here's my quiz, and I'm going to have 15 questions, and these are one-shot answers. You only get one shot for that. So put that in, you take the test, and that goes directly to the grade book, by the way. And then let's go back to week 1, see what else we got going on. Got all these concept checks and a module quiz, and that's really it. But always make sure you're looking at the discussion question. Now, because this is an online course, we don't have any class time. The class time is spent in discussion mode. So we've looked through course material. Again, week 3, 4, 5, all the way to 10. You've got all the different modules in there, all loaded up. Here's week 5. Here's a reminder on some stuff for homework due. Here's a textbook link. Go to week 6, you can sign all these concept checks. There's kind of a lot. Again, I apologize for that. So that's your course material. Next, you're going to find the discussions. That's going to be important because each discussion has, hold on, I'm jumping over to a discussion tab here. I've actually left the demo student, and I'll go through the discussions as those come up. I've got to populate those. The next thing that you're going to see is assignments. And here is where all your business assignments are. Hold on a second. I'm going to get out of demo so I can see all the discussions. Sorry about that. Here's a requirement for discussions. Right here is what we're looking at. So read that and post by Wednesday of the week. This is the entire rubric for what the discussions require. Here's a little icebreaker. It'd be nice to get to know you. That's, sorry, no points. Just say something interesting if you want. This is the first question about entrepreneurial competencies. Entrepreneurial competencies, which is about knowing the business. Here's something about a little video that's very interesting, ethical consumerism thing. Here's week 3, what knowing business is all about. Here's week 4, what's important in financial evaluations, and so on and so forth. Week 5. You make your post, you go in here and say, okay, this is my response. Make sure that you understand what you're looking for here, and that I'm not just complimenting people and saying, hey, great post. Wow, that's really helpful. You're having a discussion. Pretend you're sitting in the room talking with somebody, or you're on a panel discussion, and you're up on the stage talking to people about subjects that you're studying and are expert in and understand. So I'm looking for content when it comes to the discussion group. So there's where your discussion tab is. You scroll down to each week. I'll move some of the weeks out as we go, but there's where that is. The assignments, when you are done with that, here's your favorite business assignment. Take notice that here's the due date right here. On the 13th, this is going to be due. LinkedIn profile resume on the 20th, we want that. Remember we said there's going to be an outline. Starts here, it's due on June 27th, and you go through and you just upload your file, or you can cut and paste it there. I think that's it for now. Let's make sure to review here. You've got the content tab. You can look at table of contents and just follow everything that goes through all the way from top to bottom. But I find it easier to just go course material, content, and here's week 1, week 2, week 3. Once you've gotten through getting started, textbook link, and had a look at the homework assignments, line those up when you need those. Get to week 1, start with the Cengage. Start thinking about the discussion question, jump in here, do the discussion, and these are being populated as we go. If you have any questions, give me an email just fine. My email's everywhere in the syllabus and in the course material. You can email me. And finally, you can look at grades. I'm not going to open that up right now, but I hope that this is helpful. When I go back to 0, that's where the course is, and when we have new announcements each week, you'll have, when you open the course, this is what you see. Start with that, course material, drop your stuff in there. And I think that is all we got. So good luck, and we'll see you along the way.